one of the best parts of the job is when you find a student and the kind of light goes on inside their head that they sort of see a new way into thinking about something that's important to them, and there's a kind of excitement that goes with that.
Giving students a very well-rounded view of themselves and the world they inhabit. And that's one of the reasons there's a general education core at most universities, like there is here at UALR, where we ask students to really experience what it's like to see the world from different perspectives, to look at groups, individuals, international situations, Western civilization, non-Western civilization, a variety of perspectives to help people become well-rounded citizens, for one. I mean, part of it is to be a good member of society, but the other part is to transform their own lives.
It's a place where we're devoted to the students and to delivering really high-quality teaching. And so I think students recognize that. They're taken seriously. It's a powerful thing as a student, right, to have someone take your mind seriously and challenge you to go to a new place. So I think students sense that, and it's a real strength of our department.
Students might have the impression that philosophy is esoteric and abstract and not related to real-world problems or things that they see around them. If students do engage philosophy, they realize that's not the case at all. Everything from what your doctor does in certain cases, which is talked about and discussed in medical ethics, to these larger questions of what's just and how should we treat each other in the world, are all things that philosophers struggle with and talk about. I like the way that I get to see innovative responses from students and that they discover areas of interest that they had no idea they had when they got in the class.
If a student enjoys thinking about really fundamental sorts of questions about why societies are organized the way that they're organized and whether they should be organized that way or organized a different way. Or if they have deep questions, as I did when I was in college, about their religious upbringing, and they want to know, are there ways of thinking through that other than simply going on the basis of what someone told you, right? If these kinds of things grip you, then philosophy is a great subject for study because it allows those questions to be pursued in lots of depth.
UALR is really, because it's in the capital city and a very populous city for Arkansas, well suited to help people get those contacts and get out in the community. It's also a diverse city, and I think that's nice that students really can experience a diverse setting for their education. And the university itself, I think, offers a lot of diversity, all kinds of ages. You can be 22, you can be 82.
We like to have fun, and so we've built a bit of a community between the faculty and the students. And so we have a student group, the Socratic Society, that hosts both lectures and shows films and has discussions and also gets together for some fun activities. So it's a nice draw for the department to have that sense of community, I think, for students, especially at a place like UALR where a lot of the students are commuter students and it's not easy to have that sense of community necessarily.
So a lot of this is experiential. It's not just sitting with books, right? There are many opportunities to have experiences, from lectures to participating in theater productions, where students really can experience different ways of being and choose one that they think works for them, at least for this next little bit of their life, right? I hope everyone's always changing and learning. People seek knowledge at all ages, and people want to be around people who have different life experiences and can bring different things to the table. And at UALR, you see that in spades, from the intro class to the master's programs.